Hi everybody, this is Ev Zaravudakis with holistichealingastrology.com, and you're always welcome to go on the website, check out the blogs, subscribe for the newsletter. But this series is about the astrology class, and I decided to do some supplemental videos in small nuggets. So if you're just interested in one part of the wheel, then you could just look at that one part. And then if I want to edit something, I could just edit that one part. And then what I want to do is hyperlink it to my ebook that's coming out sooner than later. It's been on the back burner for way too long. So the 12th house is this house here, and it's opposite the 6th house. So this was about service and health of yourself. This is more about service and health of others, okay? So it's also the last house, and so we would say it has to do with endings, loss, conclusions, closure, retirement, our past, charitable organizations. It's also institutions because it's hidden. It's about sacrifice and self-undoing. It's when we beat ourselves up. You know, we're not, we just put ourselves down. It's also the subconscious and your spiritual connection, the spiritual world. It has to do with intuition, matters relating to inner peace and connectedness, mindfulness, faith, empathy, compassion. This is the house, the natural house of Pisces and Neptune. They all go together. That's a hint. So if you know what the sign, associated sign is to that house, and you know what the house means, well, that house will give you a flavor of the sign and the associated planet. That's how it all goes together. And then if you have a planet in the natural house of Aries in the first house, it will have a Aries type of flavor, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. So also that's where we connect with God, you know. I believe that our dreams, what we dream, is part of the subconscious, of course, but I believe it's where the angels and the guides talk to us and try to give us a heads up or a warning, or, hey, I've been trying to tell you, look at this. I sent you so many people your way. I've sent you so many opportunities to make this easier. Excuse me, but you're not listening. So it's also a time, a meditative time. That's another way to connect with Source, Universe, God, whatever you want to call it. I choose to call it God because that's my preference. You do it the way you want to do it. It's also rest and retreat. We need to rest. I remember asking a priest during Bible study one time. I did Bible study for many, many years. And I said, well, sleep is such a waste of time. Of course I would say that, you know, it's like we could be doing more and more and more. And I said, why would God create sleep when we could just be awake all the time? Well, the answer was so you could experience death and the rebirth. Well, that kept me quiet for a while. Anyhow, it has to do with our dreams, isolation, because we do this stuff by ourselves. It's spirituality. It's also unresolved things, psychic abilities. That's what shows you your psychic abilities. We all have them. It's just the strength. But psychic abilities are like muscles too. You know, the more you use it, the stronger your abilities become. It's also where you find the sorrows, afflictions, the hidden enemies, not just regular enemies. Open enemies are in the 7th house. Hidden enemies are in the 12th house. So institutions, all that's hidden, jails, when you're in the hospital, you're hidden from society. Because remember, that part of the wheel, this part of the wheel is social, but not in that particular house because it's hidden. And also we have, let's see, the karma. This is where the karma would be. Existence beyond the physical world and that's what I call the invisible world. I'm turning into an expert on the invisible world because I'm obsessed with it. Because I have the sun in the 8th house, Scorpio rising, and Pluto on the 10th house. So you guys figure it out. Anyhow, it's a place of letting go and emotional peace, because when you come to terms with what is going on in your subconscious, you will come to your own realization, and that's when you commune with your soul and you decide for yourself what's best for you. But you have to go through the process. So it's also a very private place, and it's deep psychology, and that's basically all I want to say about the last house. The next series will be each individual component, and I'm not sure how I'm going to structure it, but the more I do these videos, the more clarity I get. And I also talk to my guides, and I use the pendulum a lot. Here's my little pendulum. Pendulum helps me do what I need to do without having to interfere with other people's opinions and stuff like that. It's clear communication. So that'll be another video and another time. If you like what you've heard, give me a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe so you don't miss anything. I've done a lot of playlists, so you could look on for the educational purposes. I put it under astrology lessons. So sign up for that class if you like. And we're also going to be doing a spiritual circle. It's happening. It's just a matter of where and when. I don't like to do them on Zoom. I don't know. I just feel like we have to be present. So with COVID and everything, it's tricky. So have a good one. We'll talk soon. Thank you for your patience with the houses. And if there's any questions, you know what to do too. Bye-bye.